When the object fell from the sky, no one at first believed it wasn't a meteor. But when radar data vanished and a shockwave rippled across the Nevada desert, the United States military moved before dawn, sealing off 30 square miles of sand and silence. Inside the crater, they found a smooth obsidian sphere still glowing with internal light, whispering a hum like breathing metal, and when a containment team breached its shell, light bled out like liquid glass, revealing two beings unlike anything in human memory. One still, one alive, both wrapped in living metal that pulsed faintly, as if aware of being seen. They brought them to Groom Lake under the desert, a facility so deep it had no official map. Within hours, the world above continued as normal while far below. Scientists stared through reinforced glass at history rewritten. The first creature died almost instantly, its body dissolving when exposed to our air, leaving behind a mist of glittering ash. But the second survived barely, and when the doctors stabilized it, they realized its body shimmered with light that moved in patterns. Communication, perhaps, or thought. They called it Erethan. For 39 days it made no sound, no movement, only the slow pulse of bioluminescent symbols beneath translucent skin, until one night the lights accelerated, flickering faster than the cameras could record, and the AI translation system suddenly activated, printing words on the monitor. "I can see your world through your machines." The control room froze. Dr. Ellen Cortez stepped forward, heart pounding, and whispered, "You can understand us?" The answer came as a wash of color that the AI rendered into voice. "I can feel your fear." From that moment, the interviews began, each session longer, deeper, more dangerous, as Erethan's strange resonance adapted to human language and emotion. He said he came from Firethal, a planet of twin suns where cities floated above oceans of living energy and machines were grown, not built, and when asked why he was here, he replied, "To warn you." According to him, his species, the Firians, had been observing Earth for 1,000 years. Watching our wars, our science, our cruelty, our wonder, they categorized worlds as living, neutral, or death worlds. Planets so hostile that survival bred monsters of instinct and intelligence combined. Earth, Erethan said, is a death world, and you are its ultimate creation. His light dimmed then, soft as breath, and he added, "You are not supposed to exist this long." The generals exchanged uneasy glances while the scientists pressed for details, and Erethan told them humanity's name was already known among the stars, not as conquerors but as a warning. Civilization spoke of a species that evolved through pain, that made war into art, that could adapt to any hell and smile through it. "You burn faster than any world before you," he said. "Your violence is evolution, not corruption." When Ellen asked if that meant we were doomed, Erethan's lights flickered in patterns the AI translated as laughter. "You are feared because you endure." Over weeks, he revealed more. The Firians followed a law called the Prime Accord, never awaken a death world, because the last 6 that had produced intelligent life had all annihilated themselves or the stars around them. Yet Earth, against all odds, kept surviving. When the Air Force interrogator demanded technical data on his ship, Erethan grew still and warned, "If I die, they will know." The meaning was unclear until he explained his species communicated through entangled quantum fields. His heartbeat was a beacon, and its silence would summon a response. Months passed. Erethan began describing a greater power called the Auric Directive, a cleansing force that traveled the galaxy, sterilizing worlds infected by chaos. "They are coming," he said. "You cannot hide. You can only become." The Pentagon classified every session. Black projects sprang to life beneath the desert, reverse engineering fragments of the alien craft. But nothing matched the organic technology, metal that healed, circuits that grew like vines. One night the entire facility went dark. Cameras showed Erethan standing in his chamber, light flaring from within like a sunrise, then collapsing into silence. When power returned, his body had transformed into crystalline matter, motionless but glowing at the core. Inside that prism, scientists detected encoded data, schematics, star maps, and something that looked like a countdown spiraling around a single point labeled Sol. Telescopes soon detected faint energy signatures in deep space, 12 of them moving steadily toward Earth, identical to the readings from Erethan's ship. The U.S. initiated Project Ares, a secret program to merge human and alien science to build an interstellar defense fleet. For the first time, humanity wasn't reacting to the universe, but preparing for it. Dr. Cortez spent her nights studying the crystal, convinced Erethan was still alive within it. And one evening, alone in the lab, she whispered, "Why help us? Why risk everything?" The crystal pulsed once, and the speakers filled with static that shaped itself into a faint, weary voice. "Because you remind us of what we lost." She asked what that meant, and the voice continued, "We once burned as you do, fierce, defiant, unyielding, but we learned fear, and fear turned us hollow. You still have what we cannot reclaim." The lights in the lab dimmed as he spoke his final words. "If you survive the coming storm, teach the stars what mercy means." Then the glow faded until only a single heartbeat of light remained at his center. Officially, the crash was recorded as a meteor incident. The sphere was said to have disintegrated, the survivors non-existent. Unofficially, beneath 20 miles of rock, Erethan's crystalline body still hangs in suspension, powering the core of Project Ares. His pulse synced with the computers that now whisper data beyond human comprehension. Sometimes, when the technicians pass the containment chamber, the walls flicker with patterns of light like language trying to remember itself. And if one listens closely through the hum of machines, a voice can almost be heard saying, "Endure." Beyond our sky, in the cold silence between stars, 12 faint signals continue to advance, their geometry precise, their purpose unknown. But for the first time in history, Earth is no longer afraid. Humanity has taken the warnings, the fear, the myth of its own monstrosity, and forged them into resolve. The world that was never supposed to last has awakened, united not by terror but by defiance. Generals and scientists stand before the crystallized alien whose gift changed everything. And Ellen Cortez, now older, places her hand against the glass and whispers, "We are ready." Deep within the crystal, the light brightens once as if answering, then silence. Above the desert, dawn breaks over a planet that refuses extinction, its people staring toward the stars not with dread, but with purpose. They know something is coming. They know what must be done. And as the first human-built starships ignite their engines, the narration closes in the rhythm of a heartbeat, ancient, stubborn, human. The voice that once came from beyond the stars now lives within us all, echoing through every pulse of light and every breath of hope, reminding the universe why even the coldest galaxies whisper the same fearful, reverent truth: this is the world that survived.